This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It is my pleasure to meet here with you in these online lessons. In this video, we're going to take a look at some movable shapes for augmented chords. So in the last couple of videos, we've taken a look at how to play some augmented chords in first position. Now we're going to look at the movable shapes, which will get us playing along the fretboard. This video accompanies lesson 26 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. We'll start on page 176 as I go over these diagrams that I have up here on the board, and then we're going to be on page 178 where we'll jam together on chord progression 3 so we can put playing these two chord shapes right into context. We'll do that right along with bass and drums accompaniment, which is super helpful and super fun. Okay, so let's take a look here at these two shapes. You'll recall, if you've been going through the lesson series with me, that an augmented chord has the root, the third, and the sharp 5. And I just did that with C, E, and G sharp as shown there on page 176 in written notation. So C, E, G sharp, and we get an augmented chord. So here's some movable shapes that work for augmented chords. We've got a 6th string form and a 5th string form. That's the sort of thing we've used all the way through the lesson series, is learning a form that has a root on that 6th string and one that has a root on the 5th string. We do that with the bar chords and every other type of movable chord that we've learned. So no different here. We got the 6th string form, root has a square around it, and we got a 5th string form, root has a square around it. The root of the chord voicing, whatever pitch we put that on, along the guitar neck, that's the version that we're playing. So I'm going to demonstrate these ones right at the 5th fret. So that means I'm going to be playing an A augmented chord when the root's on the 6th string, and a D augmented when the root's on the 5th string, since those are the pitches that are found on those strings at those frets. Okay, so we'll take a look at the 6th string form first. So I'm going to put my index finger right there on the 5th fret, since that's the version that I'm demonstrating this with, on the 5th fret on that low 6th string, and I'm going to let my index finger collapse on the 5th string, and then it can come around and actually push down the same fret on the top string if I am so inclined, but I need to mute that 5th string. Then I've got middle and ring fingers on the 3rd and 2nd strings 1 fret higher, and pinky 2 frets higher than the root on the 4th string. So I get a nice, in this case, A augmented. And you can get used to finding this chord by going back and forth between like an A bar chord and then grabbing that A augmented. That might be a way to practice it. So we'll look at the 5th string form. So I'm going to stick my index finger then at the 5th fret of that 5th string. 2 frets higher, I'm going to be making the same shape that we made on the 6th string form, but it's going to be on the 5th string form. We're not playing that low 6th string, we're not playing the top string, but we're just playing the inside strings. 2 frets higher than the root this time. I'm going to have middle and ring fingers. I'm going to come over and grab with my pinky on that 4th string. And then my index finger is going to mute that top string in case I inadvertently strum it. So you can go back and forth between like a D bar chord and then find this one. Some people like to bar and use their pinky. That doesn't work for my hands. My pinky's not long enough. But if that works for you, then that's great. So you can just go back a little bit between that one. But here in the video, we're going to go ahead and jam together on a chord progression where we can practice using these shapes. So we're going to do number 3 on page 178. I'm just going to go ahead and use a dot sort of strumming pattern. We'll do this with a little bit of swing style to it. You don't have to use that. That's just what I'm going to use. But you can use that. You can also just let them ring as you go around through this chord progression, getting used to playing these different shapes. 2 different tempos, first at a slower tempo and then at a faster tempo, as we have typically done in this lesson series. So it's going to be great. Let's go ahead and play this. Okay, great. In the next video, we're going to take a look at diminished chords, as we can see there on page 177. So in the next couple of videos, we'll take a look at diminished chords, how to play those in first position, and then the movable shapes. So that'll be the next 2 videos to come out. It's going to be fun. Take care, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.